Technology is one of the important elements/principles of contemporary art. It is a big help in creation and dissemination of artworks.
Digital painting is an emerging art form in which traditional painting techniques such as watercolor, oils, impasto, etc. are applied using digital tools by means of a computer, a graphic tables and stylus, and software. This artwork is an example of digital painting entitled Family Bonding in Bicol by Manuel Cadag. This painting shows family bonding time together. It shows simple living of a family. Voxel art is a form of digital art in which the details and the geometry of digital models and specific by means of voxels and its properties. A model depicted by voxel art is usually described as a three-dimensional array of voxels representing a uniform grid. This is a Minecraft of Wawawin Studio on GMA Network by Tyrone Elizalde, a Filipino student. He made this through Minecraft application. His work is reported in GMA News. This artwork shows innovation, and this is a good example to the people who see it. Because of Tyrone's work, Minecraft shows her people's love for Wawawin program. Digital photography uses cameras containing arrays of electronic photo detectors to produce image focused by a lens as opposed to an exposure on photographic film. The captured image are digitized and stored as a computer file ready for further digital processing, viewing, electronic publishing, or digital printing. This one is an example of fine art photography entitled Corona Lockdown by Thomas Tomopoulos from expertphotography.com. This fine art photography is timely because it shows the situation of people in the midst of a pandemic. It reflects the lives of people in this time of crisis where people are quarantined and unable to leave their homes due to a virus that has spread around the world and killed many lives.
Pixel art is a form of digital art. This aesthetic kind of graphics comes from 8-bit and 16-bit retro computers and video games. A common characteristic in a pixel art is the low color count in an image. This artwork was entitled The Fisherman's Daughter, created by the Pixels, the artist's code name of Octavio Navarro. This artwork shows a cheerful personality of a daughter despite of their economical status, which is this is a very in-time issue. Also, you can see that despite of their status, they still want to celebrate their father's birthday. This artwork shows no matter what happened, we still manage to celebrate an occasion. This second artwork was entitled The Flood and created by the Pixels Octavio Navarro. This artwork shows a common and most frequent type of disaster that usually happens when a strong typhoon occurs. But no matter what happened, even a natural disaster can cut the connection of people. People will always be there to help their fellow. Motion picture is a series of pictures projected on a screen in rapid succession with objects shown in successive positions slightly changed so as to produce the optical effect of a continuous picture in which the objects move.
Shake it up, baby. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Twist and shout. We will rock you.
The light art. The use of light as a medium in the production of art has a long and varied history. Usually, in light artworks, light is the main medium of expression, an art form in which which either a sculpture of some form produces light or where a kind of disembodied sculptural presence is created through the manipulation of light, colors, and shadows. These kinds of experimental installations can be temporary or permanent and can exist in two distinctive spaces: indoor, such as gallery or museum exhibits, or outdoors at events like festivals. An example of this applied art is Kate Sonnier installation, Paris Art Museum at Southampton, New York. Sonnier is an artist whose artwork developed in parallel to the minimalist generation of the 1960s and in the generation immediately, spanning post-minimalism, performance, video, and light art. Sonnier was one of the first artists to use light in sculpture in the 1960s and has been one of the most successful and enduring with this technique. The second example of this light art is the Star Ceiling 2019 installation view by Leo Villarreal at Armory Fair. Villarreal is an American artist whose work combines LED lights, often in enormous quantities, with encoded computer programming to create illuminated displays. The work is premised on stripping systems down to their essence, often in a reductive way, to focus on lowest common denominators, such as pixels or the zeros and ones in binary code.
What makes this artwork contemporary? It is simply because these art are made and produced by the living artists of today. Artists work in and respond to a global environment that is culturally diverse, technologically advancing, and multifaceted. The artists also made use the best out of the technology. They maximize their skills by using what the technology and the digital world has to offer, and that makes this artwork contemporary.
For the last question, how does this artwork reflect the people of today? As such, it reflects the complex issues that shape our diverse, global, and rapidly changing world. The modern technologies we have in this present time changes the way of creating an art of the artist. Through the use of different platforms, the creative ideas of the people are being shared together and it reaches most number of audiences. This conveys the modern world of art.